Hi folks, I have an International 624 diesel tractor and I want to get a front end loader on it, but I was having some antifreeze leakage issues on one of the cylinder wall rubbers. So it's a pretty big job fixing that, and I was trying not to go that way if I could help it, and I'm pretty sure that I solved the problem a simple way and a pretty cost-effective way. And it was just a matter of, I use this stuff here. It's called Iron Tight Triple Action All Weather Seal. And how it works is you mix it in your cooling system and you run the motor and get it nice and warm. And then as this stuff here travels through the leaky spot, it seals it up at the same time. And at the end of the day, no more leak. So, if anyone's having similar problems to their vehicle or to anything else that holds coolant, I would recommend this stuff here. Where I'm at, this stuff here costs $18. It's gray in color, and as I was pouring it out, it looked a little bit chunky, but that's about all I know about it. And it's good for cylinder heads. It pretty much cures all leaks. So if any of you are having antifreeze issue leaks, you might want to try and use some of this stuff to solve your leak. And I would recommend also running your engine for a lot longer than recommended on the bottle. And for my case, more so because it's a tractor. If it was a vehicle, truck or car or something like that, well, you're regularly driving it, so you wouldn't have to sit there and run it for so long. But in my case here, the tractor doesn't get used all that much, so I actually ran it for a couple hours the first time I put this in there, and then I waited the next day and I ran it for another hour and a half. Made sure the engine was nice and hot. And then I'm going to run it again just to make sure, you know, it had every opportunity to work. And then I'll give it a final test by letting it sit. And in my case, the antifreeze was leaking into the oil pan. So to give it a final check, I'll let it sit for about 3 weeks. Then I'll undo the oil plug at the bottom of the oil pan and drain the oil. And if it's working, then the first bit of drain will be oil. If it's not working, then the first little bit of drain is going to be antifreeze, coolant. So, that's one way of checking. In my case here, being it's a tractor, being an automobile, well, it'll be a little bit different. But just the same, this stuff is supposed to be top of the line and one of the best products out there to use. Well, thank you for watching, folks. Subscribe if you have not, and thank you very much for those that have.